what's going on, y'all? This boy Caseyville, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. I know it's super late. Did not watch the show live. Actually went to go see Spider-Man No Way Home. For you Marvel comic goofs, I don't want to say geeks, Marvel comic goofs out there that love the comic book movies and the superhero stuff, I recommend you go watch this movie. I think this is by far the best Spider-Man ever created. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed everything that they did. So, like I said, I'm not making no spoilers, so you ain't got to worry about me spoiling nothing. I'm just telling you, if you are into that, you better go see it. That's all I got to say. Now, let's talk about this show. Rampage, not live, tape from the same place that Dynamite was out there in Dallas. Rampage, for me, decent. But you know me, y'all. I can't stand multi-man matches. I could put up with one, but when you give me two multi-man matches, I don't know. Like I said, I get why you do it. You do it because everybody who's feuding in these multi-man matches, it calls for it. Everybody been beefing, so why not? But I know TK. TK, his goal is, I got to get everybody and mama on the show. You don't have to have everybody and their mama on the show. You don't. You just don't. I'm serious. But that's TK. That's what he got to do. They talked about it. They announced that the Owen Hart Cup will take place in May and it will finish at Double or Nothing. And it's going to be male and female. I seen some cat on Twitter suggest the two winners. For the male, Pac. For the females, Serena Deeb. I said I wouldn't, I don't mind that. I actually want that. That's what I'm pulling for. I want Pac to win, and I want Serena to win. And the winners automatically get a shot at each other's titles. Or you could say at any title if they choosing. So you can make it like, you can almost make this like, this is like a Money in the Bank type of thing. Where since Double or Nothing just so happened to be the spot with the casinos and all that crazy stuff, right? You can make this out to be for the male and for the female. You can challenge for the TBS title. You can challenge for the AEW Women's Championship. And then, like I said, you can challenge for the TNT Championship. You can challenge for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. You can challenge for the FTW Championship. Any title of your choosing. And you can go up and put in your clause at any time, any moment, whenever you want to. So you don't have to do it right away. So you can pick and choose how you want to go about it. But for me, my two Pacific winners, Pac and Serena Deeb. That's all for that. But this is to honor the late, great Owen Hart. Like I always say, y'all, I never watched the New Generation era. Almost made me want to go back and watch it. But I don't know. All that buffoonery that took place in the New Generation. When I say buffoonery, I'm just talking about what took place on television. Because there was a lot of buffoons. I just went in all that crazy stuff. It was just too much goofy stuff. But Owen Hart and Bret Hart make me actually want to go back just to watch some of their stuff that took place back then. Because everybody say that they matchup at WrestleMania 10 was off the chain. And then the matchup they had at SummerSlam 1994 was off the chain. That's what everybody always talk about. And this is a representation to honor the late, great Owen Hart. Martha Hart, which is his widow, she's going to be out there to present the winners. This is a great thing. Kudos to Tony Khan and them. So we open up the show. We have the best friends Trent, Chucky Taylor, Orange Cassidy, and Rocky Romero with Wheeler Yuger taking on the Young Bucks, Adam Cole, and Bobby Fish with Brandon Cullen. I'm going to be 1,000% with you. I tell y'all, man, multi-man, let me tell you one of the major reasons why I'm not a fan of multi-man matches. You really can't focus on what's going on in the ring. It's too much goofy stuff going on. It's foolishness going on outside the ring. It's foolishness going on inside the ring. And it's just hard to try to focus on good wrestling. I'm not saying that none of the cats involved are bad wrestlers, because just about 90% of the cats that's in this match are outstanding professional wrestlers. I'm not here to hate on a wrestling. It's just multi-man matches for me is just be so much goofy. It's just be so chaotic that you can't really focus on what's going on. It's like it's just be stupidity and dumb stuff happening, and you're trying to And I understand they're trying their best to tell a story, but a lot of times they just be doing a lot of silly stuff. And that's basically what took place in this match. It was a lot of foolishness going on, people getting beat up, everybody doing moves on everybody. But at the end of the day, Team Trent ends up winning. Trent gets the pinfall. I believe he did the moveset on Bobby Fish. And at the end, they all hugged the man. Y'all know, you know the big whoop thing. Y'all know. But like I said, multi-man matches for me. Like I said, I could put up with one. But when you do two of them, I pass. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Dan Lambert situation. Him, Scorpion Sky, Ethan Page. Dan is out there running his mouth, talking about how Tony Khan is aka Tony Khan Man, and he's giving clowns like Cody Rhodes, who's nothing but EVPs. He's giving all these fools like a Darby Allin, like a Jungle Boy, like a Sammy Guevara, all this, pushing all these cats. Meanwhile, the two cats in his posse are, being overlooked, and he's tired of it. And as he's talking stuff, he's just whining and complaining, audience booing. Here come Cody Rhodes. Cody thought he was going to get a cheer. It sounded like it was very mixed. You heard a lot of boos. You heard some cheers, but it was a lot of boos. And he's still coming out from the middle because that's Cody, big man on campus. Come to the ring. Snatches the microphone out of Dan Lambert's hand. Looked like he wanted to say something. Dan snatches the mic out of his hand. Then Cody snatches the mic. So it was basically a snatch off. Who looks better snatching the mic out of? I mean, like I said, it was just dumb. It was. Let me tell you something. Cody's turning heel, but I just don't know what's going to be the actual thing that's going to do it. Maybe it's going to be the matchup between him and Sammy that's going to do it. They just snatching the microphone out of each other's hand, just out there, just clowning. So, after that, Cody tries to beat the brakes off of Dan and all them. They triple team him. Who comes out? Dustin. Dustin comes out. Dustin Rhodes comes out to a big pop, and I'm sitting up and saying, well, man, don't tell me we finna get a tag team match out of this, right? Nope. They all get jumped. Dustin gets jumped. Cody gets jumped. And then who comes to the rescue? Sammy Guevara. Sammy comes out there to rescue everybody. They all go running out the ring. Meanwhile, Cody and Dustin still in the ring. Sammy looks at Cody. He looks back at him. He lifts up the championship. He looks at him, and that's the end of that segment. And we get this matchup on Christmas Day. Is Cody winning that championship? I don't know. I can't even call it, man. I just don't know what's going to happen, because to me, it just seems like we're going to possibly get a triple threat. Like, that's what it feels like. Because the fact that we didn't go, I thought it was going to be a tag team match, that they were going to say, no, we're not going to do a tag team match right now. I'm trying to figure out what they plan on doing with Dan Lambert in there. Like, you still trying to get cheers for Cody, and it's not going to work. Matter of fact, we seen a sign that said heel Cody's equals ratings. I was laughing at that. I said, boy, some of these fans are something else. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, I was in it. I paid every attention to the situation and what they was trying to present. But I'm just sitting up and saying to myself, when Cody turns heel, that's the money. That's what we waiting on. So that's that segment. So then we got a promo from all four ladies. Nyla Rose, Ruby Soho, Thunder Rose, and Jade Cargill. These are the final four. One of these ladies will become your next TBS champion. I told you who I have winning. It's this young lady right here. This title is Ruby Soho's to lose. Ruby Soho is my favorite to win this TBS championship. Not Jade, because Jade ain't ready yet. Thunder is becoming the next AEW Women's Champion. And Nyla Rose, listen, Nyla Rose don't be needing to be winning no more championships right now, because Nyla Rose done already beat the brakes off of everybody. Nyla Rose done had her run. She don't really need a title right now. I saw somebody made a suggestion, said, why don't they go ahead and send Nyla Rose over to NWA, and she can go and start feuding with, I can think of the NWA Women's Champion right now. She had that excellent match with my girl Layla Hirsch. Man, I can't think of her name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They said, why don't y'all send Nyla Rose over there? I said, you know what? Yeah, that might be fine. You can feud with them, because, they be talking about the open door all day long. You know what I'm saying? But this is great. This is a great promo between all four ladies and everything. Everybody stated their case on what they plan on doing. Everybody got right to the point. And you got a little back and forth storyline going because all 4 of these women is gunning for that TBS championship. But I'm telling y'all right now, the winner is Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho is winning that TBS championship. That title is hers to lose. So that's it. This matchup, Taya Conti versus Penelope Ford, with both of their girls in each other's corner. Listen, folks, I've been saying this for a lot. Every time Taya has a match, every time Taya has a match, Anna Jay has always been in her corner. It's been maybe one time she wasn't out there to support her girl. Every time Anna Jay has a match, Taya is nowhere to be found. Like, I don't ever see the girl. I'd be like, yo, where are you at? Why aren't you out there to support your real girl? Every time Anna Jay be having a singles match, she don't ever show up. She come out there after the match is over and she getting jumped. But Anna Jay be right there. She always have her girl back. And I'm thinking this. Whatever they plan on doing with this feud, I think there is going to be a feud between Taya and Anna Jay. And I wonder if this is going to take place the moment that we finally make somebody the head of the Dark Order. And we know who that guy is going to be whenever he plans on showing up. But I feel like there's going to be a feud. And there's your story right there. Anna Jay can snap. She can snap on Taya. Why? She can snap on Taya because every time when her matches be, her girl, she don't be out there. But she always be out there for her matches, which just like the bunny was out there for Penelope. I'm going to be 1,000% with y'all. I thought this was a very good submission match. Penelope Ford actually looked pretty good in this match. I think she's improved. Penelope has been one of the girls I said that needed a lot of improvement. You know, everybody talk about Jade being green. Yeah, she was green too. But I got to give Taya props. Taya has improved. Listen, look, she had her coming out party at Full Gear. The matchup with her and Britt, I know a lot of people say that was one of the worst matches. I thought that was a pretty good match. I told y'all for me what the worst match was. It was Cody's match and that doggone 5 versus 5 with Dan Lambert and Chris Jericho now. Taya has improved to the highest order. This young lady can wrestle her tail off. She's growing on me. Like I said at first, I wasn't really, on the bandwagon, but Taya looks great. And this matchup actually was pretty good. This is very good. It was better than I expected. I thought it was going to be like a squash match. No, this was not a squash match. I wish the crowd would have been more into it, but then again, remember, this show wasn't live. So, they already dead from watching Dynamite. So now they got to tape Rampage. So, but I wish the crowd would have been a little bit more enthused into the match. But Taya ended up making her submit. Now, it was a whole lot of buffoonery going outside because you had the bunny. She out there clowning, trying to do stuff. Meanwhile, Anna Jay is trying to watch her, make sure she don't get involved in the match, which she tried. Anna Jay pulled her down and everything, so they beating the brakes off each other. So Taya makes Penelope tap. After that, Anna Jay ended up knocking out Taya with the brass knuckles. So Anna Jay went in the ring to try to help. She tried to chase him down, but the girls ran off. So obviously, we're going to get another tag team match between the 4 of them. It's not over. It's not. But this was a very good women's match. Like I said, Penelope still needs work, but I think she's improved. I think working with Taya they got chemistry. See, anytime you have a great match, always look for the chemistry. If there's anything that you want to see in a good match, look for the chemistry. Do the people who wrestle one another match? Do they have the good chemistry? Because the chemistry is the key. And I seen a lot of it in this match. Like I said, it was better than I expected because I thought it was going to be a squash match. But no, these girls actually wrestled, and it was a good submission match. Taya gets the victory. So we move on. So I just talked about this. The Owen Hart Cup takes place in May, finishes at Double or Nothing. So then we got a little backstory of everything that's going to take place. Your boy Hook is going against Bear Bronson on the holiday edition of Rampage, which is coming on Christmas. So now we got the main event. You already know. The Acclaimed 2.0 and Daniel Garcia versus the Lucha Bros with Alex Abrahantes, Eddie Kingston, and Proud and Powerful, Santana and Ortiz. Y'all already know. Mark here was in the middle. They started running off of the mouth. Max Caster finna try to rap. One of the members of 2.0 said, oh, no. Save that for out there. So they started gunning them talking about, we're going to beat the brakes off of you. Then they started talking. Then Eddie Kingston just ran out there and said, look, y'all, we ain't got to, y'all can run your mouth, all this. So we finna kick y'all behinds. Mark Henry said, that's it, enough talk. Y'all know the line. It's time for the main event. We get it on. Now, I told y'all what I felt about multi-man matches. I would have took this multi-man match over the first one. This actually was a very good match, and I was in it, but I wasn't in it until I started watching everything that was playing out. All the cats that was in this match was doing work. Everybody. Even though my boys Acclaim was getting beat up a lot, 2.0 was getting beat up. Listen, they are everybody in this matchup is doing work. Everybody. Like I said, I gotta give all, and the fact that you had Pentagon, Ray Phoenix, Santana, Ortiz, and Kingston all on one team, man, that look at. People been asking for some type of Hispanic main event mafia, something like that. Man, look, all 5 of them cats look great together. I love all that. Like I said, the Hispanic representation, that was excellent. I love it. Now, the part that I didn't see was the upset victory, because me thinking, okay, 2.0, the Acclaim, they finna get pinned. Like that's all going through my mind. I'm not seeing Eddie Kingston get pinned. Daniel Garcia rolled Eddie Kingston up and got the upset victory. I was like, I didn't even see that coming. I did not see that mess coming at all. I was like, I said, man, that was kudos to Tony, because as of late, Rampage be the show for swerving. This has been like the 4th swerve we done seen on Rampage. I gotta give TK props on that. Even though Rampage don't be live a lot, which I prayed that we move forward into 2022 that Rampage is live just like Dynamite. But I gotta give him props. These swerves is something that I enjoy about wrestling, because you don't see that coming. Everybody, I know y'all name with none of y'all thought that Eddie Kingston and them was losing that match. We had Eddie Kingston and them winning, and he lost. Daniel Garcia rolled that man up. I said, man, that's crazy. So 2.0 ended up beating the brakes off of everybody. The Acclaim beat up everybody. Daniel Garcia beating up everybody, right? They all getting jumped. So I'm just sitting up here like, what's about to happen? I'm like, because Jericho, he on tour. He ain't showing up. Jungle Boy, which now it used to be, it's not just his music. It's Jurassic Express, they theme song, which has been redone, which is the track by my group, Baltimore Tarzan Boy, started playing. I'm like, Jurassic Express. Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Christian come out there, and they start beating the brakes off each other. So after that, they start kicking everybody out. Meanwhile, you got Penta, Ray Phoenix still in the ring. They hand them the titles. So I said, okay. So we getting Jurassic Express versus the Lucha Bros for the tag team titles. Now here's the deal. Jurassic Express keep losing because they're not winning the championships. Well, I guess this is how we're going to do the feud between Christian and Jungle Boy. I'm assuming that when they go up for the titles, Christian is going to cost them the championships. Like, that's what is going through my mind right now. Like, that's what I see. Like, I don't see nothing else, changing the game or doing anything different. Because I'm like, well, how the heck did you get Christian to turn on Jungle Boy now? Easy. There you have it. When they was standing in the ring, they looked at them, they handed them titles. They was like, yeah, you want it? Yes, sir. We're going to go against y'all. We want to face y'all. So TK going to set the match up whenever that time is. There you have it, folks. And that's Rampage, y'all. Like I said, it was decent showing. Like I said, for me, if you're going to do multi-man matches, just give me one. Don't give me 2 of them. On the same exact show, like I said, if that's my pet peeve about Dynamite. Like I said, I try to keep it real with y'all. If it's anything that I don't like multiple multi-man matches. Just give me one. If you're going to do a multi-man match, just give me one. The main event multi-man match was excellent. The first one, not so much. But that's just my thing. Like I said, so solid episode of Rampage. What y'all think, man? Hit the comment section up. Tell me what you felt about the show. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Hit the like button. This your boy Casey Phil, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. I'm gone.